Clinton-Lewinsky scandal, for those of you who weren't paying attention in 1995, started in 1995. This was when Monica Lewinsky was an intern for Bill Clinton. Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton had nine instances of an extramarital affair inside of the White House. I'm going to try and be family friendly in my verbiage here. You can go and look at the Starr report, and that's what I'm really getting to here, what a special counsel is supposed to be, okay? Special counsel is the point of all of this, and why we need one for Joe Biden. Because we needed one for Bill Clinton, and it's how we got to the truth of what happened. It didn't result in Bill Clinton ultimately being forced to leave office, but it did result in his impeachment because people knew the facts, and that's what we don't know about Joe Biden. So Bill Clinton denied having this affair with Monica Lewinsky. He did have this affair 9 times, the report found. That was verifiable. That's the facts. Even though Bill Clinton lies, Joe Biden lies. That's the facts. By the way, do you know? Oh, a little cringy here. Do you know that Hillary Clinton was in the White House at least 7 of those times? Whew. Ouch. Sorry, Hildebeest. Sorry about that. It's got a sting. Yikes. Choose your partners wisely, ladies. So, Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky had this affair. They denied this affair. There's, of course, demonstrable evidence of the affair that was eventually found by a special counsel, a guy named Ken Starr. It was eventually appointed because Bill Clinton kept lying about this, even though there was a dress that had Bill Clinton's genetic material all over it. Kind of hard to deny it. Kind of tough to fake that. Actually, impossible to fake that. Here's Bill Clinton lying.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh, okay, cool. What did Hillary have to say, by the way? She was in the house while it was happening. She was upstairs. You probably heard her, clomping around upstairs from the Oval Office. Who knows what was going on? Bill, why is the door locked in the Oval Office? Oh, I'm coming, honey. I don't know. Dad pun there. Here's what Hillary had to say.
The great story here, for anybody willing to find it and write about it and explain it, is this vast right-wing conspiracy that has been conspiring against my husband since the day he announced for president.
So here's Bill and Monica. Here we go at the crime scene. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't trying to go through ancient history here, all right? You all know this. The point I'm trying to make is that Hildebeest and Bill the Beast and Bill the Bear, sitting right there, they lied. And Hillary Clinton lied, and she called it a vast right-wing conspiracy. Bill Clinton lied, even though there was, let's just take it from Wikipedia, far right-wing Wikipedia's word for it, there was unambiguous DNA evidence that Monica Lewinsky had. I'm reading to you directly from Wikipedia, okay? Unambiguous DNA evidence on a dry cleaning bill that proves the relationship and proves the, let's just say proves that Bill Clinton was lying, okay? That's the same DNA evidence that Danny Williams wants to get in order to prove that he's Bill Clinton's son. Hadn't gotten it, unfortunately. I'd be interested in following up with that young man. Maybe we'll go to Little Rock, Royce, and find him. What's Danny Williams up to? The point of all of this is thus. A special counsel was appointed. His name was Kenneth Starr. He's an independent special counsel. He used the recordings, the depositions, really hunkered down and looked into this and presented to the world the Starr report. And the Starr report proved that Bill Clinton lied. Not only that, Bill Clinton was found to have obstructed justice. He was asking Monica, he had a meeting. He dragged Monica back in the Oval Office. He's like, no, not for that, Monica. And then he told her, you got to lie. about our affair. And I'm going to give you a job in the United Nations. Man, this guy's such a filthy dog, Bill Clinton. Such a filthy dog. The Starr report, which is an independent counsel, and the point of the independent counsel and the power of the independent counsel is they could go and look into this, get depositions, and that's where the famous depends on what the definition of is, right? Bill Clinton famously, in his deposition, depends on what your definition of is. You greasy, greasy dog. Bill Clinton was impeached. In 1998, Clinton's Democratic Party was a minority in both chambers. Congress decided to impeach Bill Clinton for obstruction of justice and perjury. Those are both impeachable offenses. The delay on the impeachment happened due to a bombing campaign in Iraq. Oh, how convenient. And then Republicans kicked it over to the Senate for a 21-day trial. That ended up in a necessary vote. You need 67 senators to vote to convict, to remove Bill Clinton from office. They weren't able to reach that threshold. Bill Clinton remained in office, but was successfully impeached by the House. Because a special counsel who was not part of Bill Clinton's Justice Department looked into it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I wanted to say on this. The only reason we knew anything about Bill Clinton and his affair and the literal DNA evidence of his affair, maybe his illegitimate black son, who knows? Good old Danny Williams. I'm Team Danny Williams. Go find it out. Danny Clinton. Why should Chelsea be the only one who gets an inheritance from the scumbag family? Chelsea's going to get Epstein Island, I think, in her inheritance. She's going to have her own little blue and white temple play around in. Ladies and gentlemen, why should only Chelsea get the inheritance? Come on, Danny. Get that DNA evidence. The only reason we know about any of this is because of a special counsel. A special counsel that could actually look outside of the political boundaries, outside of the political pressures, and actually get to the truth of what happened. And that's why you got Bill Clinton's impeachment, okay? Special counsels are powerful, and they are required in this current moment. Because now we're living through Clinton 2.0. There's DNA evidence, meaning phone calls, literal tapes. We're back at Clinton scandal all over again. We got the tapes, baby. The tapes of Joe Biden asking for bribes. We got the videos of Hunter Biden doing things that are, videos and photos of Hunter Biden doing things that are probably way worse than what Bill Clinton, to my knowledge, didn't record anything. I had the decency to close the door. Like Hunter Biden recorded it all and then put it out there on his laptop for the world to see. I mean, you have the same filthy, diseased, rotted, disgusting, reptilian, sickening, virtueless, valueless goblins and gremlins inside of the White House. They're the same people. Joe Biden, of course, voted not to impeach Bill Clinton in the Senate. Not to convict, correction, in the Senate. So here we are all over again. This is why we need a special counsel. Bill Clinton was lying about his affair, looking straight down the barrel of the camera, lying about his affair when it happened. These people are scum, they're liars, and they should have some justice in this life. We shouldn't have to wait for the next. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the hiding of crimes, because that is what the Justice Department is doing for Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton had an entire protection racket around him. Bill Clinton, of course, put pressure on the United Nations ambassador to hire Monica to get her out of here. He put pressure on his Pentagon. He moved Monica over to the Pentagon. She was like a hot potato. They were moving her around because they needed to get her away from Bill Clinton. Okay? This was there's an entire racket about protecting Bill that was run through his Justice Department. You couldn't trust these people to convict him or to come to a conclusion. And so why the hell are we doing that for Joe Biden's DOJ and FBI? We need a special counsel now. That needs to be the messaging. Now, every Republican that comes on this show will be asked that question. Demand a special counsel. Marjorie Taylor Greene, this weekend, is talking about how the FBI is hiding the Biden crimes. Okay? The entire White House, Bill Clinton had a secretary that knew exactly what was going on. She was the one buzzing in the bimbos into the Oval Office. These people, they work and live to protect themselves and to hold the side up on these scumbag men. Bill Clinton's a scumbag. Joe Biden's a scumbag. There's a protection racket around them. You got to break that racket. Marjorie Taylor Greene saying the chief of that protection racket is Christopher Wray, who had evidence of the Biden crimes for years and has done nothing. Watch.
Well, we subpoenaed more bank records last Friday, and while we're waiting for those, we're expecting to see tens of millions of dollars exposed that went to the Biden family. But the shocking part is, Maria, that we have the FBI director, Christopher Wray, that refused to hand over an unclassified form, the 1023, to our oversight committee that Andy Biggs and I both sit on under Chairman Comer. The other shocking part is that not only did he force us to read this unclassified form in a skiff, he redacted not only names, which is actually more understandable, but he redacted the most important part of information on there is that there was 17 audio recordings, 15 of Hunter, 2 of Joe Biden himself, about Joe Biden taking a $5 million bribe. How dare Christopher Wray have the audacity to hide this information for his boss, Joe Biden? This is purely protecting crimes. He's hiding crimes the president of the United States committed when he was vice president, and that's where we stand right now.
So Marjorie, who's a friend of the show, Biggs, who's a friend of the show, up in here telling me, whoa, wait a second. They're coming from the skiff to this audience. This is how powerful this audience is. And we say, big hearts to you. You got the heart? There. Big heart to you. We love you. They see the power of the Benny Brigade. And they say, we need that army at our backs. They come directly from the skiff. You heard, if you are a loyal viewer, you saw Lauren Boebert break international news, coming on this show and talking about the multiple payments to the Bidens, the $5 million payments that made worldwide news because she came straight from the skiff. And what they hid from those members of Congress, what they couldn't break on our show because it was redacted with the black lines, again, Bill Clinton. Remember, you have to have a special counsel so that they can actually look through the black lines, look past the black. They redacted the fact that they were tapes. Tapes, baby. We're back in the 90s. Back in the 90s. Linda Tripp had tapes of Monica Lewinsky detailing in great detail Bill Clinton and their dalliances together inside the Oval Office. Those tapes led to Bill Clinton's impeachment. Ultimately, they were the cornerstone of the witness testimony against Bill Clinton. They were admissible. Monica Lewinsky ended up lying and perjuring herself. And so when Monica Lewinsky, she was pressured by Bill Clinton. That's where the obstruction charge comes from. She was pressured by Bill Clinton to lie. So you can't trust any of these people, these slime bags, these snakes. They live under the earth. Little pot-belly goblins. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't trust them. But you can listen to those tapes. And when we hear those tapes of Joe Biden on the phone with the Ukrainians talking about these briberies, that's truth. Monica Lewinsky is the same thing. That's truth. So we got the tapes. That's what was redacted. That they have recordings of Joe Biden doing this. My God. You might as well have this is our own version of the DNA on the dress, okay? You have the physical fingerprints and the evidence. So Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, this scum running the FBI, he kept this from us. We are going to impeach him. His name's Christopher Wray. We are going to impeach this guy for obstructing justice and keeping this information from us. How dare you? Watch.
Hunter Biden is a crackhead. His evidence that we have on him showing all of his prostitutes coming from Ukraine, coming from Russia. This shows that this man was only purely profiting by his father's powerful positions. Joe Biden absolutely should be impeached. But I got to tell you, Maria, so should Christopher Wray. Christopher Wray is no dummy. He has quite a law career. He comes from a very respected firm, King and Spalding, here in Georgia. This is a man that knows exactly what he's doing, and he's using the power of the FBI director's position to protect and hide the crimes from the American people. These are unclassified forms. Everyone should be outraged. I'm demanding impeachment. I'm with the American people, and it doesn't bother me that the conference is not there yet. I think it's the right thing to do.
Boom. So they're going in. They want to impeach Wray. Now, Wray gave the document over the day that he was supposed to be held in contempt. So Wray's sitting there quivering, handing the document over. Okay, you have to hold the guy in contempt. Article 1 versus Article 2. Article 1 is Congress. Article 2, of course, is the executive. The FBI is an illegal branch of our government. The FBI was created by executive order. Did you know this? To create a new special police force out of the Secret Service. Do you know that's where the FBI comes from? We're going to do a full thing. We're going to do a whole thing breaking down where the FBI comes from. It is an abomination, a cancerous appendage on our constitutional republic. It shouldn't exist. The president shouldn't have police powers inside of these United States. The founders argued against that. There was a huge debate between Jefferson and Hamilton. Together, they came to loggerheads, right? The two clashes of the titans, Hamilton, Jefferson, and they argued, and Hamilton won. And the president had zero police powers. The president's the commander-in-chief, and that's it. Of the military, not of a private Gestapo inside of our country. That is an abomination. The FBI should not exist, period. Period. No, there's no constitutional argument for the FBI existing. And, by the way, anybody with balls in their shorts could take their little pen as president and stroke away the existence of the FBI. Do you know that? That's how executive orders work. Executive orders work like this. Bingo, bongo, mango, you done. So maybe we should start asking our candidates for president if they have the testicular fortitude to just stroke the pen away and the FBI is over. It's over. It's gone. You couldn't do that to the Supreme Court. You can't do that to Congress because they're constitutionally mandated. Okay? You'd be arrested, right? You can't do that. You could do it to the FBI. The president could do that to the FBI tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hey, we're going to rig another election. Oh, sorry. We just decided you're no longer in existence. Executive orders, what is done by the pen can be undone by the pen. Christopher Wray, his private jet gets melted down or whatever. His private jet gets put on top of Donald Trump's jet to fly around as a trophy. That'd be hilarious. Why isn't Joe Biden impeached? Asks Marjorie Taylor Greene. Why? Well, because there's not a special counsel, you see, Marjorie. That's the thing that we got to be asking for as Republicans. We're about advancement. We're about thoughtful moving forward. That's what the Benny Brigade does. The Benny Brigade is an army. A brigade is 3,000 to 5,000 people in an army, okay? We're going to be launching a physical Benny Brigade here in the coming months and weeks, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be awesome. Swag, logos, special team benefits, and everything. So get ready. The Benny Brigade is launching. We got to be smart. You must push for a special counsel first. Special counsel is how you got an impeachment for Bill Clinton, okay? This is why they wanted a special counsel looking into Russiagate. See if they could find some misstep. That's what we need to do first. Marjorie Taylor Greene asking the end result question. You got to start with a special counsel. Go.
Why hasn't Joe Biden been impeached?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Maria, that's where I'm at. I think impeachment is fully in order. The American people agree with impeachment. Every single poll I see, over half the country believes Joe Biden has committed crimes while he's held office. Impeachment is our tool to fire people that are corrupt, that are criminals, and that are doing things wrong while they hold public office. I'm all for impeachment. I don't know why our conference hasn't moved there yet, because the American people are. And as far as evidence, we have evidence. We have bank records, tons of them, that show the Biden family, Hunter, all kinds of family members, even grandchildren, being paid millions and millions of dollars from all these foreign countries that we know they have no business to prove that they're producing a product or a service to be making all this money.
Mm-hmm. But Maria, who I love, by the way, one of the last people I really must-watch viewing, right? And what we try and do on this show on Monday is to give you a recap of what happened over the weekend. Maria Bartiromo, not asking the right question. Maria, you know the answer is a special counsel now. That Joe Biden is compromised. Joe, it's like the scene out of The Departed. Wow, I'm supposed to find myself. They put Matt Damon in charge of finding the rat inside of the Boston Police Department. Nope, it was Matt Damon the whole time. Spoiler alert. But that's how, oh, wow, I'm supposed to find myself. Oh, wow, yikes. So I would bet on me not actually finding anything, says the Joe Biden Justice Department and DOJ. The criminal protection racket of Joe Biden. Annie Biggs, who's a friend of the show, says the same thing. Yo, Joe Biden's compromised. This entire protection phalanx is compromised. We need the special counsel. Annie Biggs going in.
Well, we need to get a resolution to the floor, and I believe I'm where Marjorie is. Joe Biden should be impeached. First thing we would do is we should take a preferred motion to the floor, so it'd get priority, and then it goes to the House Judiciary Committee. We do our inquiry, and then we make a recommendation to the entire body. That should be going on forthwith. Unfortunately, I recognize what Marjorie does, that there's a significant number in our conference that aren't there yet. I'm not sure what's going to take to get them there. But impeachment is basically to remove somebody from office who's committed, who you cannot wait for the next election. And I don't know how we can wait for another 18, 19 months with Joe Biden in there when we know he's corrupt, and we don't know how compromised he is with places like China. We don't know if we're in Ukraine because he had some debts and obligations that he had to repay. All of these things come to bear on whether you impeach somebody, and I think Joe Biden has impaired our safety and our security and our prosperity as the President of the United States.